I would like to welcome you to our Tuesday, November 12th, 2025 Board of Education meeting. We are calling the meeting to order at 7:04 PM. And if everyone could please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. A reading of the meeting notice. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of the public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provision of the Act, the Verona Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published in the Star Ledger, posted in the Township of Verona and the Verona Education Association. Postings of this meeting setting forth the time, location, and agenda were posted at the Verona Board of Education office and on the Verona Public Schools District website. Copies of tonight's agenda and resolutions have been made available to the public via the Board of Education website. Mr. Robinson, if you could please call attendance.
Mr. Waka.
Present.
Mrs. Ferrera. Mrs. Prisco.
Here.
Mr. Boone.
Here.
Thank you. Moving on to, so I would like to report out our unofficial Verona School Board of Election results, with Serena Koenig receiving 3,953 votes and Matthew Perna 3,807 votes. I look forward to welcoming them in January, so congratulations to them. Now on to routine matters. I need a motion to approve our minutes from the meeting of October 28th, 2025. A motion by Mrs. Ferrara, seconded by Mr. Waka. Are there any discussions? Mr. Robinson, if you could please call roll.
Mr. Waka.
Yes.
Mrs. Ferrara.
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco.
Yes.
Mr. Boone.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to our superintendent's report by Ms. Diane DiGiuseppe.
Evening. So keeping it brief, because it seems like we were just here. We were, not you, and it's been, and we've had some time off as well. So just a staffing update. We have 3 finalists for the assistant principal for athletics and student activities, because I'm interviewing them tomorrow. So I should have a candidate, hopefully have a candidate for the board to approve at the next meeting. There are 3 candidates scheduled to be interviewed for business administrator next Tuesday. And we currently have 7 applicants for the position of director of facilities. That application period closes next Friday. So we'll begin to schedule round 1 the following week, round 1 interviews. The professional development, Sure.
I'm the director of facilities. When we posted that, did we get like an appropriate salary range? Or did we just kind of leave it open-ended?
salary commensurate with experience.
Okay. That's all I have.
Yeah. And I realize we probably are supposed to put a range now. We are.
Why didn't that matter?
No, I know. But when you said it, I thought, the range, but we are supposed to put a range. So the professional development that we held on November 4th, while there were small different opportunities for our counselors and our CST, we did have a guest speaker from Elevate Education for our paraprofessionals. And for our teaching staff across the district, the elementary teachers worked with Julia Peter on HMH's interreading. And we had using the Marzano focused teacher evaluation model as a planning tool, using success criteria to clarify learning targets, and applying the strategy of using question sequences to plan effective lessons. So this is along the line of our reinforcing teacher understanding and administrator understanding of the instructional model that we adopted when we adopted the focused teacher evaluation model. Next week, this week, the 14th, we conclude the NJGPA and NJSLA adaptive field tests. Still no word on what's coming in spring. Our 25-26 school safety and security plans have all been submitted and are being reviewed. You'll see on the agenda tonight, we are approving the statement of assurance, and that will be submitted after they're reviewed and any revisions are made, but before the November 30th due date. I'm attending the district. The district's a member of Garden State Coalition of Schools, and the November meeting is scheduled for next Wednesday. Is going to feature George Scott, who is a licensed therapist. He is also the statewide coordinator for the Traumatic Loss Coalition. And he was a training and consultant specialist for the New Jersey Youth Suicide Prevention Project. He is, which is managed by Rutgers University Behavioral Health. He is going to be speaking on managing the heavy psychological loads that school districts face on a daily basis. And that should be a very interesting presentation. Mr. Robinson and Dr. Miller and Mrs. Simmons submitted both the elementary and 2025 Elementary and Secondary Education Act consolidated expenditure and the IDEA, also the 2025 IDEA expenditure reports. The ESEA consolidated expenditure report was approved by the Department of Ed. I think we're waiting on some required revisions for the IDEA report. Along those same lines, the IDEA grant has been approved for 2026, and the ESEA grant is pending revisions. So more to come on that. It was a weird year for, we have a new platform, a grants management platform. It was tricky. Yeah. And that's my report. So thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions or comments? Moving on to our student report, Mr. Ryan Gu.
Good evening, everyone. So tomorrow, the VHS Fall Play is opening in the auditorium of the high school, and this year's Spotlight Players production is The Minutes, which is a fast-paced comedy set in a town council meeting of the fictional town of Big Cherry, which satirizes small-town American culture, history, and politics. And I actually am part of the production, and I do think it is such a hilarious show, and I think it's so interesting. I think I just do stuff behind the scenes. So, that's,
He does what?
yeah,
So you don't have to recuse yourself from?
that's all right. But I think that every single person sitting here should attend because I think it's, I don't know, Board of Ed council meeting similar. It's pretty similar. And a little spoiler, but the title is a playoff on like meeting minutes. So I thought it was fun. But the show dates are as follows: this Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7 p.m. And there's also an additional 2 p.m. matinee performance Saturday afternoon. And I don't want to, yes, you can. You can pay, you can order online and you can pay in person with cash. And I don't want to overshadow Ms. Palmaresi's presentation, so I just briefly mentioned some stuff about athletics. So recently, the girls soccer team progressed to the NJSIAA sectional semifinals, and the semifinals are happening right now today against Mountain Lakes. And next Saturday is the NJSIAA cross country meetup champions. The boys soccer team is off to the sectional finals after scoring victories against Dayton High in the quarterfinals and Wallington in the semifinals as of yesterday. And today, November 12th, was VHS's first senior athletics signing day. Congratulations, of course, to our senior student athletes on their commitments and their continuance to pursue their athletic careers at the collegiate level. And the VHS Chamber Choir gave a performance during Veterans Day, during the township's Veterans Day ceremony at the town hall yesterday. And under the direction of Mr. Flood, the choir performed the national anthem, America the Beautiful, to honor our veterans. And the October issue of the high school newspaper, the Fairviewer, has been released. You can find a QR code or a PDF online. And in addition to this, the Fairviewer will be starting a new initiative this year, and it's an alumni magazine, which will share the accomplishments of graduates and build a strong line of connectivity and support with the past people who have went to VHS. And 2 weeks ago, the VHS DECA Club headed by Mr. Orr, ventured to Keene University to participate in the chapter officer leadership training to learn more about leading and organizing their own club from other chapters in New Jersey. And this past Sunday, the Model United Nations Club competed at the Horseman School in the Bronx. Additionally, the Avant-Garde Club will be hosting an open mic night on November 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Learning Commons, and you can join them for a fun, relaxing, and eventful range of performances from instrumental, vocal, poetry, stand-up, among many more. And that is all I have for tonight. Thank you.
I actually do have one question for Ryan. I'm intrigued by the alumni magazine. How, and this is probably not a fair question to ask because you might not know, but do you know how they plan to keep in touch with alumni? Is there any type of process that they're able to do?
I think right now they're just getting out on like the press because there's something on my Verona, and Mr. Cogdill and Miss Anzalone have a Google form out, and I think mainly it's gonna be through word of mouth, and we have pretty small goals this year, and it's just to push out one issue before the end of the year.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Thank you.
Ryan, I think you have two alumni sitting in this room, myself and Mr. Perna, so we might be able to help you out there. Yes, good job. Thank you, Ryan. Moving on to our agenda, I would like to introduce Miss Laura Pomerizzi, for our Director of Athletics, to do a fall athletics recap.
Good evening, everyone. All right, so thank you, Ryan, for doing the recap of our athletic programs and also for highlighting all of our student body. I love listening to you. And Ryan, 10 minutes ago, was outside in the hallway painting, and then now he's in a suit here presenting at the board meeting. So very impressive, Ryan. We're going to start off with our girls tennis program. The varsity had a record of 4-14 this season. They made it to the quarterfinal round of the team state tournament. Evelyn Kogan qualified for the second year in a row for the 2025 individual state championships and made it to the second round. Our JV squad won some big matches against Caldwell, Mount St. Dominic, Cedar Grove, and West Essex. The team had 8 first-time players on the team this year. VHS varsity and JV cheer had a great fall season that started at Pine Forest Cheer Camp, earning overall camp champions and the leadership award for the second year in a row. Off the field, 30 of our cheerleaders volunteered as junior coaches with the Verona Eagles and performed at back-to-school night's opening ceremonies. A meaningful moment this season was our team performing an emotional routine dedicated to Daria at the Foley Field Cheer for a Cure, where we received the Most Spirited Award in her honor. At our own Cheer for a Cure event, the team raised $5,000 for Minette's Angels and $1,000 for Daria. Verona Volleyball had another great season, ending last night with the 25-4 record. The team started their season winning the Clifton tournament and going undefeated in our yearly Caldwell Quad. The team were the American Division champions, giving them the #1 seed going into counties. We were the #2 seed entering the states, where our season ended last night after 4 sets against Secaucus. Some standout milestones throughout the season were senior Samantha Heimel earning her 500th assist, and sophomore Bryn Mack had quite the year with 412 kills in one single season, putting her kill total in only 2 years to 768. JV also had a great season, ending with a record of 15-1-1. This year, JV also went to their first JV Invitational Tournament, where they finished in 3rd. Boys soccer had 64 boys participating across 3 levels this year. The freshman class of 20 was the largest class in many years. The varsity team has a record of 14-4, won the Colonial Division of the SEC, and is currently preparing for its 2nd consecutive NJSIAA North 2 Group 1 sectional final to be played on Friday at Brookdale Park versus Glenridge at 3:00 p.m. Girls soccer, which is outside right now, it's halftime. It's 1-1 against Mountain Lake, so I'll get you guys out fast enough if you go watch the second half. Girls soccer has a current record of 15-4. They made it to the county semifinals. They, as I said, they're currently in the state sectional semifinals, where we are the #1 seed. Molly Daggs reached 300 saves, Emerson Garrett 100 points, and the team had 7 defensive shutouts this year. Girls cross country had a record of 9-1. They were second place at SEC Liberty Conference Championships. They were first place overall with 12th grade race at the Essex County Invitational. Individual accolades, Sienna Griffin was first team All Essex County, won the Liberty Conference race and the Essex County Coaches Invitational, and she was second place at state sectional championships and qualified for group championships. Football hosted this for their second year, their successful 7-7 tournament this July. The team had a record of 2-7 this fall. They continued to work hard all season. Bodie Mazzano was the recipient of the Steve D. Gregorio Young Man of the Year Award. The 2025 field hockey season wrapped up on Monday with the team finishing 13-8, 4-1 in the Essex Union Conference White Division, and 1-4 in the tough SEC American Division. The team played a tough game schedule, playing higher division teams like Oak Knoll, West Essex, and Kent Place. The field hockey team made it to the state semifinals, a first for the program, losing a tough game to Newton despite maintaining possession for most of the game and out-cornering them 6-1. Verona should be incredibly proud of how far our field hockey program has come, especially in the last 5 years. Boys cross country placed third in 3 of the highly competitive SEC American Division matches. Sam Zalewski, a freshman, was the freshman champion at the Nutley Meet, the Essex County Track Coaches Invitational, and at SEC Championships. Sam's freshman PR, for my track and field people, is 17:22 as a freshman, which is very, very impressive. He led the team, and both Logan Horton and Aiden Ippolito were impactful runners this season as well. They placed 7th at Essex County Championships, and they were group qualifiers, placing 4th at state sectionals. And we still have boys and girls soccer still competing this fall. And I wish our winter student athletes and our coaches a great winter season. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Does anyone have any questions or comments? Thanks, Laura. Thank you for reporting on your last report. We will miss you, Laura. Moving on to committee reports, there are none. So now I'm going to open it up to public comments on agenda action items. If there's anyone from the public that would like to speak on anything that we're voting on, please come to the podium and state your name. Seeing none. Moving on to discussion items, new business or old business. Anyone have anything to report out on? Nothing here. Correspondence?
No correspondence.
Thank you. Moving on to our agenda. I need a motion for personnel to approve A1 through A7. Motion by Mr. Waka, seconded by, I'll second, Mrs. Farrar. Are there any discussions? Seeing none, Mr. Robinson, if you could call roll.
Mr. Waka.
Yes.
Mrs. Ferrara,
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco,
Yes,
Mr. Boone,
Yes.
thank you. Moving on to our education, I need a motion, please, to approve resolutions B1 through B3. Motion by Mr. Waka, seconded by Mr. Boone. Are there any discussions? None. Mr. Robinson?
Mr. Waka.
Yes.
Mrs. Ferrara,
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco,
Yes,
Mr. Boone,
Yes.
thank you. Moving on to athletics, I need a motion to approve resolutions C1 through C3. Motion by Mr. Waka, seconded by second, Mrs. Farrar. Are there any discussions? Mr. Robinson, if you could call roll.
Mr. Waka. Mrs. Ferrara,
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco,
Yes,
Mr. Boone,
Yes.
thank you. There's nothing for facilities. Moving on to our finance. Motion, please, to approve resolutions E1 through E3. Motion by Mr. Boone, seconded by Mr. Waka. Are there any discussions? Seeing none, Mr. Robinson?
Mr. Waka. Mrs. Ferrara,
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco,
Yes,
Mr. Boone,
Yes.
thank you. Moving on to governance and policy, I need a motion to approve resolutions F1 through F2.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Ferrara, seconded by
I'll second.
Mr. Boone. Are there any discussions?
I just want to clarify, I updated the report to reflect this and I will email it to you. This is out of compliance. It appears to be out of compliance because of the timeline. It was not, this investigation was held up by the local law enforcement and the requirements under the memorandum of agreement between school boards and law enforcement.
Is there anything special we have to do if it's off the timeline?
Thank you. Mr. Robinson, if you could call roll?
Mr. Vaca.
Yes.
Ms. Ferrara,
Yes.
Mrs. Prisco.
Yes.
Mr. Boone.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to public comments. If anyone from the public would like to come to the podium, please state your name on anything. Seeing none? The head rush. Thank you. We don't have confidential.
Next time.
Our next scheduled public meeting will be held on December 9th, 2025, beginning with confidential session at 6 p.m. and public session at 7 p.m. in the Verona High School Learning Commons. I need a motion to adjourn our meeting. Motion by Mr. Boone, seconded by, I'll second. Mrs. Ferrara, all in favor? Aye. Meeting is adjourned and it is 7:26 p.m.